voices in my head, they count to me, they understand, they talk to me.
What's up, guys? Matt here, RKO-VER Entertainment. Getting back on my reviews. I'm watching NXT right now. First segment just got over. Last week, Samoa Joe, doing his little nice guy routine, asked Nakamura for a rematch. Nakamura said, "You're on." Then Joe attacked him after the match, laid him out. The ending of NXT last week was Samoa Joe driving off in a car and Nakamura being loaded into an ambulance. Well, Joe comes out, cuts his bad guy promo now, you know. And he has a copy of Nakamura's medical records, which he claims he's the only one that has, and everybody's surprised that he has it. And it says a bunch of stuff, you know, like medical term stuff. And then he says his injuries will not require surgery, but will require an extensive rest period of 6 to 12 weeks. So Joe wants Regal to strip him of the title, and Regal comes out, tells him NXT's my problems to deal with. I'll deal with the problems. Samoa Joe says, "I didn't want it to come to this, but if you don't do something to make this right, your whole roster's going to look like this." And he throws the medical record at William Regal. And now their backstage interview with Cedric Alexander, who was the main event at the NXT house show that I went to here in Cocoa. If you didn't watch that video, it's a couple videos back. Check that out for me. Cedric was the main event versus Andrade Cien Almas, and he got the win. So we'll see what happens next here on NXT, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Alright, guys. Looks like the next match is Oney Lorcan, formerly Biff Busick, who was at the show that I went to in Cocoa. So there's a lot of guys on this show that I seen the other day. But anyways, Biff was one of the signers. He signed my shirt. He signed it Oney, a.k.a. Biff Busick, because I asked him if he'd do that, and he did, and that was awesome. Talked to him for a few seconds. Got that cool picture. Cedric was coming around the ring giving everybody high fives after his match, and I had the selfie, but my thumb was in the way. Well, anyways, that next match is Oney Lorcan versus Austin Aries, and we'll see what happens here. Maybe Oney can pick up a big win. I don't think that will happen, but I'm going for Oney, even though he's going against Aries, and they got to give Aries some wins, I guess. I never really liked Austin Aries much, but he is a good wrestler. It's just, yeah, we'll see. Alright, so the match is about to start. Oney Lorcan actually has a Titantron now that says his name. Before it just said NXT. It was just the generic logo. And Liv Morgan just had a backstage interview. She must have a death wish. I like Liv Morgan, but she's gonna go against Asuka. She's calling out Asuka. She's doing an interview, and Asuka comes up. Asuka comes up and tells her, "You think you're ready? Let's do it." So it's gonna be Asuka versus Liv Morgan. I'm assuming at whatever the next. Or maybe they won't do it at a pay-per-view type thing. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so Austin Aries gets the win over Oney Lorcan. It was a pretty good match. Austin Aries' chest is bleeding from chops. Hopefully Oney gets some matches where he can win, get the streak going or something. Because he is a great wrestler. We'll just see what has to happen with him. I'll let you know what happens next, guys. Stay tuned. Alright, so Austin Aries grabs the mic after the match. By the way, he used the last chancery to get the win by tap out. He grabs the mic, says, I would call Hideo Itami out, but you know he's not going to come out because he's a coward. Kept calling him a coward. Hideo's music hit. Hideo comes down, gets in the ring, and Austin Aries does the heel thing and, you know, hits the ground, rolls out, and then backs, you know, out of the ring. Crowd's booing. He's doing like a victory lap around the ring. He wouldn't get in the ring. And then they just showed a promo for Dan Matha. I'm seeing a lot of stuff from people that I've just seen at the house show. Oh, and the main event for tonight they're just announcing is Cedric Alexander versus Cien Almas, which was the main event just on last Friday when I went to the house show. So that's cool. This is like the same show. I'm seeing the same people. But the Dan Matha, we'll see what he does. They said he'll be on in 2 weeks. So he is a good talker. I'll give him that. When he got the mic, he let go, and I think he did a pretty good job on the mic. Good heel work. So we'll see what happens with Dan Matha. Okay, so another match from the other night. I can't believe this. I know this was taped last week before I saw the house show. So they pretty much just put like some of the same matches on that show that I watched, because now it's Billie Kay versus Aaliyah. Billie Kay won at the house show with a big boot after she was losing the whole match. So let's see what they do here. See if it's the same thing or not. Alright, so the same match. Billie Kay was getting whooped the whole match and ends with a big boot. Then they have a promo with Mandy, who's been calling out who's been calling out Ember Moon on social media. And now we got the main event. Cedric Alexander versus Andrade Cien Almas. We'll see how this goes. But Cedric won the house show match, so the way this is going, I think it's probably going to be the same. And they showed another promo for Sanity. It's like a vignette package before they debut. Spoiler alert. I always mess that up. Sanity is a new faction headed by Eric Young, former TNA champion Eric Young. He also has Sawyer Fulton, Nikki Cross, and Alexander Wolf is the other 3 members of the group. So we'll see what happens here in the main event, guys. Alright, so same exact match. Cedric gets the win with the lumbar check. Same spots in the match and everything. I've been to a lot of house shows and I've never seen them do that like that. But we'll see what happens next week on NXT, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be back on my reviews. I'm going to start out with NXT only for a little while. We'll see how that goes, and from there, who knows. Thank you, guys.